What is it? If you aim to
cheat the devil,
you got to give him an R. Like
gotta give him moral.
Gotta give him moral.
If you aim to cheat the devil, you got to give him moral. It's the Watchers on the Couch. Welcome back to Watchers on the Couch, Westworld edition. Today we're discussing episode 4. It's 4, right?
Yeah.
Of season 2, Riddle of the Sphinx. Or Sphinx, as some people like to say.
Sphinx.
I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I'm Mike Davron.
What a great episode.
Yeah, it was really good.
I think this is the best episode for me since the Bernard is a host reveal.
Yeah, this was a great episode. Answered a lot of questions. Mm-hmm. It was mostly straightforward in a way. So, it was definitely very enjoyable. I didn't think we'd get a lot of these answers this soon. So, I mean, we're only in episode 4. And so we still got, 6 episodes left?
Yeah.
10-episode season.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue what's to come, really.
Yeah. Where's the cum?
Yeah.
What's the cum?
Better be some goddamn boobies.
So,
I don't know.
I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go to the dark place that we always tend to go to at some point.
Okay.
When Delos is jerking off at the beginning. Is that host Delos, or is that the last time we see? Is that the last time we see old Jimmy Delos?
Well, I'm glad you brought this up to him.
All right, great.
It was in my notes because I was curious. Who is he imagining when he jerks it?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he imagining one of the hosts that he's seen around? Is he imagining
I know what it
Delore
is.
ass?
I know what it is.
What is it?
He's thinking of himself as a host.
Oh.
And
Go
thinking
fuck myself. Go fuck myself.
Yeah.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
See, the whole problem with him not being able to pour the cream into his coffee is because he jerks it too much.
Yeah.
If they just limited his jerking.
That's why his hand's so shaky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Same with Bernard.
Yeah, switch hands. Bernard's shaky all over. I don't know what he gets up to. But...
There was a thing on Reddit that...
Mike's on Reddit.
Yep.
Oh,
now
no.
I am now.
Oh, no.
For this show, I will not be for Game of Thrones, but...
Yeah, they're already spoiling stuff for that.
Are they?
I think so.
Oh, I don't know. Oh.
I'm going to get on there.
You probably already know everything about this show. Oh, no, I guess there's not.
No, I don't.
There
There really isn't anything out here. So. They've kept it pretty under wraps. Yeah.
But,
anyway, so what's on Reddit?
Somebody put Ford telling Bernard to go in the corner and play air guitar. It's like, Bernard, now you'll go in the corner and play air guitar, won't you? It's in the cut a couple gifs him shaky.
Yeah,
it's
that's amazing.
his hand,
I want those gifs.
He's trying to play Wild Stallions. That's what's happening.
Okay.
He's trying to be excellent to each other.
See, that's the thing. If Bill and Ted had been successful, we wouldn't need a Westworld.
He was not so excellent to everyone actually that we saw today. That we saw that he interacted with.
That was old Bernard.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
That's Ford
It's
Bernard.
the same Bernard. It's the same body. I mean, I know he's he's under his own control now, sort of.
Well,
but...
nobody's saying he's Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard. Yeah, he's just Bernard-tard.
Okay. Excellent.
Yep.
You know what? I did not miss the Dolores storyline at all in this episode.
I didn't miss any of the other storylines, really. Because, I don't know. So I guess next episode, we're going to see Maeve at Shogun World.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay. We'll see. Hopefully it's good.
I don't know if you listened to the last episode where I didn't know what the world was called. I didn't know it was actually Raj World.
Right.
I thought you were
Indian World.
I just thought you were being culturally insensitive when you called it that.
That's terrible.
How dare you? I would never. It's Indian World.
That's what I thought it was.
Well, let's keep talking about Jim Delos.
Yeah.
We'll go through that.
Old Jimmy Delos.
Yeah, so we get like 3 different timelines of his. So I pretty much knew like right away. I was like, oh yeah, he's a host. You know, that they're trying to, I guess, work it out, and he's actually working out.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I thought I was being clever, like he hands him the sheet of paper and he's like, "Oh, this isn't the first time they've had the conversation." Sarah's like, "Well, of course it's not." You fucking
He
idiot.
handed him the piece of paper. You open it up. He's like, "Oh, a dick butt."
Yeah.
Well, Bill, you have a good sense of humor.
Got me
there.
again.
Got me with the dick butt.
So I guess the first time since we see William hand James the paper at the end of that scene, so it's clearly not the last time we see James Delos. That's actually the host that's jerking off.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do hosts come?
Oh yeah, I have to.
Oh, loads.
I have
Loads of it.
lots. Well, that's what all that stuff in their brain
The,
is.
the cerebral fluid just goes out.
It just goes down into their body and like comes out.
Do you think that's coffee creamer?
No, no. But
No?
yeah, you got if you're gonna give a realistic experience, everything has to be real. It has to taste like pineapple.
Well, that's depending. That depends on the host diet. I hear.
Right. So
Yeah. 149 times.
149 times, yes.
Well, I thought he
That's
was
a
going
lot.
to get wise because in the second timeline, he actually like looks at himself in the mirror for a little bit, a little closer.
It shows his eyes weird too. It looks like almost like his eyes are flashing in a weird way.
Oh, I didn't
I
catch
don't
that.
Oh, I didn't. I missed that too.
Could have just been the light. I don't know, but I saw it in second viewing too, and I still couldn't tell if it was purposeful or not. Because he gives himself a little bit longer look and looking at his eyes, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on? And like, I don't know.
The next go round when they showed the new person in the mirror, I knew it was going to be old William that walked through the door too.
Oh yeah.
William like gives him the old casting couch interview. It's like, no, we got to do an interview. And now, if you want to get out of here, start sucking.
Jeez.
He brings in that bottle. It's a new bottle every time too.
Well, here's the thing too. Like,
149 times they had to like go out and buy a bottle of, and that's
And-
probably not
I
cheap.
think they're using the same bottle and just putting, cheap whiskey.
just
in
watering
there.
it down.
God.
Yeah, who cares?
149 times they had to refurnish that room. They had to get him new wedding rings, new rings every single time. I'm just like, why don't you just like shoot him in his head, you know,
Or turn him off.
or that?
Like, why do you have to set the room on fire?
Yeah, it was kind
Turn him
of
off, throw him in a furnace.
weird that they went to that extreme.
It
But
is very extreme and not very like cost effective.
No.
It's like, listen, we're not making any money. Well, it's because you keep burning the furniture. This shit doesn't come from IKEA, you know.
We did this 149 times. This costs $100,000 every single time
Yeah.
just for the furniture. You're over $1 million.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
So
it sounds like they got pretty much unlimited money, so
yeah.
I don't know.
I want to know how long he was actually in there from the time that William leaves him, from the time that Elsie and Bernard find him.
Yeah.
Well, it that definitely still is the same guy. Mm-hmm. Because he says 149 times, and then when Elsie gets to the control panel right before she puts him out of his misery and burns the place, it says 149th,
Yeah.
iteration or
time.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing just a few days or something.
I
or-
would think so too, because I would think that everything that happened that you saw with old William and them had to have been like a day or a couple days before the event happened with the rebellion.
See, I was thinking it might have been the same day as far as the gala thing.
Could be, yeah.
Like that was right before.
It very
the
well
gala.
could have been. I mean, what was he wearing? Do you
Yeah,
remember?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. But
I don't know either. I was assuming that that it took place right before he appears in season 1, and then this is what sets him off on the maze.
So you thought it had been a long time.
I don't know exactly how much time has passed. We know that from the events of the gala to the most up-to-date timeline is 2 weeks.
Right.
But from the gala to the initial Peter Abernathy incident, I don't know how much time that is.
Right. See, I was thinking that. So, like, as far as the maze goes, I think that happened early, when he was younger, because he said he's been coming, Williams has been coming there for like 30 years.
Yeah.
So, he's probably been trying to figure out the maze, for that amount of time, because he's like, I've seen, like, Dolores, basically sentient. I got to figure that out, because we can't figure this shit out. Maybe this is going to help me out, and I think that's mostly what he's trying to find with the maze, is trying to be able to crack that code to help him crack the code with Jim
Interesting.
Delos.
Yeah, that's a good theory.
That is a great theory, yeah. Wow. That would make sense. Like, why else would he be so obsessive about it?
Especially how he is with Dolores. He kind of gave up on her, and he's like, oh, you're just a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, well, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Still don't get really an explanation of his turn. I don't think so. Not. I don't know. Like, I guess was episode 2 maybe. I don't remember. It was 1 or 2 where young Williams talking to Dolores, and he's like, "Oh, you're just a thing." And just that attitude that he has there. It's kind of odd, but.
Well, it's a shit attitude.
Anyway.
It's really like, it's just a negative attitude. Like, and in a way, he's kind of right, but he's not. He's not right, because she's kind of beyond that, isn't she? Would you guys agree with that?
I think that's something that's to be determined. I don't know who's off their programming or not.
Yeah.
I think we're getting more and more to where, as long as they can keep their memories, that kind of basically makes you a real person, makes you sentient, makes you alive, because really human beings, kind of generally speaking, are just your memories. You're both, your experiences and genetics. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, if they can keep their memories, then they can learn. If they're not able to learn, then they're not going to learn, be sentient.
Right.
Seems like we get more and more of that type of talk throughout the episodes.
Yeah. Ooh, thunder. Thunder and lightning.
Very, very frightening. All right.
Oh, so one thing that I thought was weird, I think it was the second time that William came and saw Jim Delos. He asked, Jim asked how long it's been, and he's like, William says,
7 years?
Yeah, 7 years, give or take. What, you can't count? You don't know dates?
Right.
I don't know. It's like 7, 8, 9, 10 years. I don't know.
It's irrelevant,
Yeah.
is what he's saying. It's irrelevant how long it's been.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Because you aren't leaving this place, motherfucker.
Oh, man, and the last time he sees him, he can't even speak. He's like, oh, Logan. He's like, he's asking first, like, well, I guess I didn't make it. He's like, well, I want to get out and fuck my wife. Something about that. Yeah, your wife's dead. Well, at least I can, go see my daughter and talk to her. Yeah, she's dead too. Well, Logan, where's Logan?
Logan's dead.
Yeah, he's dead too.
Jeez.
He's like, the color of the pen that I'm holding in my hand is royal blue.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Liar reference.
Okay.
I got it. Fuck. I forgot what I was going to say.
And then old William, who is also a host.
Right. But he's just changing.
He's the first successful
aging.
one.
He's aging successfully.
You'd always make another copy of your age, I guess, or age a copy of your body.
Yeah.
Well, depending on how long the show goes, they're going to have to put some kind of aging thing. into the storyline.
Heck, the
Because
way
actors are going to
looks.
naturally look older.
That
They had to do
Harris
that.
might die.
They had to
They
do.
could keep this going for 10 years and no one will look different. I mean, cosmetic surgery is pretty brilliant.
Adults would be close enough.
Yeah.
It's the kids that.
Well, they had to do
Right.
that. They had to do that shit in
Well,
Star.
they'll just recast it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They had to do that shit in Star Trek: The Next Generation with Data. Like around the 4th or 5th season, they actually threw in this like little line with, not only does she age like Data does, because it was like a Data's mother storyline, and it turns out that Data's mother was an android too.
Data had a mother?
Well,
Yeah, I didn't know that
the
either.
creator's wife.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
So yeah, theoretically, like for all intents and purposes, the mother. But apparently, she died, and he built a robot wife.
I like sentient
No,
data.
wait. So this is
fun.
getting a little like backwoods because if the I'm sorry, I'm going to go on a little bit of tangent, but if the creator created Data and that's the father of Data,
Wouldn't it be the mother?
it would be no. So and then he creates his wife. He would also be his wife's dad.
Sure.
Sorry. It's weird.
Star Trek: The Incest Generation.
Right. Ew. And Data's sister at the same time.
Yeah.
Sister mom.
Sarah grew up in the country. You'll have to forgive her.
Okay.
The interesting thing, well, there's many interesting things in this episode, but the decision that William made to kind of save Lawrence's town was interesting. When he sold him, he kind of sold him out to get the weapons, and then like he just decides that, no, I'm gonna blow up this guy.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm the angel of death. Brr. Kinda. This is-
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know death. I'm death.
Sitting right across from you.
I'm gonna stab you in the neck with a
Mr.
glass.
Confederado.
Oh, that's what.
Hello, Lawrence.
That reminded me what I was gonna say. The it's not that important, but the entire last scene with James Delos and Bernard, with the whispering and his accent, I didn't hear one fucking word of that.
With James Delos and Bernard?
Yeah, after Bernard knocks James Delos down and Bernard
I'm sorry.
Delos starts talking to him, I didn't catch any of that.
Oh. Did you rewatch it?
No,
To see it?
no.
Oh, he said something about there were two fathers. He thought there were two fathers, one above, one below, but it was just like when you're looking above from below, it was just the devil's reflection.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
And then, if you watch it with subtitles, it says breathing stops. Then they walk out of the room, and then he's alive again. So,
Wow.
another Kung Pao. Just because someone goes like this.
Doesn't mean they're actually dead.
Yeah, and he turned in Freddy Krueger.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
how sweet, fresh meat.
All right. So,
Here, Elsie.
sorry for that derailment.
Speaking of rails, derailment.
Yeah.
Oh my.
The
The
dumbest
hell?
thing in the whole fucking episode.
What was that about?
We ran out of ties. People. Surely they won't smush when the train comes.
Right.
Well, the train only has to come through once.
Yeah. Oh, they're all dead anyway, so what does it matter? But yeah. I guess what do you mean it only has to come through once? Where are they trying to go?
I'm assuming that train is eventually going to be what they take to the Valley Beyond.
Yeah, because old Bill says it's supposed to go west, not north.
Oh.
Or it's supposed to go north, not west.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's what he said.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Everything goes west in Westworld.
Like, oh, we take people.
What
and
was-
make them railroad tie.
What's this accent?
It's tie. Railroad tie.
So why do we think that William had a change of heart and killed all the Confederates?
Because he was having a flashback about seeing his wife dead And he felt, I guess, remorse for that.
In
That's
which
all.
those flashbacks are a little weird because he says, "Oh, she overdosed and took some pills."
Yes.
Oh, really? What? She take some pills and
And then slit her wrists
Right.
in the tub? Yeah.
so
It was
and
all an accident. All a really unfortunate
And
accident.
it looks like younger William running up the stairs. I mean, obviously can't see him. I can just see his feet, but I know those feet.
Right. Those shoes look ancient.
Donuts
Yeah.
don't wear alligator shoes.
I know how young Bill runs upstairs.
Right. Yeah. Why
You
would he
do?
lie to Teddy, though? Why would he lie to Dum Dum Teddy about
Right.
that? Because he said he was trying to console his daughter, saying that she took the wrong medication. But really, what happened was, I mean, she may have taken medication too, but she definitely slit her wrist.
Yeah.
I think she definitely slit her wrist based off of that little montage.
Yeah. I mean, unless William killed her.
He ran upstairs to kill her
Yep.
in the tub and then just left the water running because he's,
He's like, oh shit, she's already bleeding.
No, see, his wife took pills and killed herself. His daughter slit her wrists. And he decided to make Robot Daughter, and that's who we see.
Jesus. So he
His
eventually.
Robo Daughter.
So she's a host.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Everyone's a host.
or
We're all hosts.
she did actually just take the wrong pills, and the daughter came up and slit the wrists
Dun dun dun.
because she hates her father.
Yeah, we know she hates. I mean, that's why she's there. You know, she
Yeah.
at the end of the episode, we saw her pull out and be like, "Daddy, hi, Daddy,
Hi, Daddy.
Daddy, where's my grandpa, Daddy? I want my robot grandpa. Where's my robot mommy, Daddy?"
Shit.
Now she goes, hi, Daddy. Have you ever seen anything so full of shit, you motherfucker? I know what you're doing to Grandpa, all right? Knock that shit off. You know what I've been through? The tiger attacked me and I fell into a big-ass lake, had to swim over here, all right? And then he's like, well,
And then,
guess those swimming lessons sure paid off.
and then he's like,
I'm not so bad after all, am I?
how about you cry me a river? I've had to watch your grandfather jerk off 150 times.
Jeez. Oh. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
That's why they burned the place.
It's everywhere.
Come everywhere.
We're never going to get this clean.
35 days of cum.
God. So gross.
And by the way,
I don't see any tissues laying around.
35 Days of Cum is Mike's documentary that's coming out in the summer. I am interested in seeing what, like, this thing's going to be, because obviously, I mean, she seems like, even though she hates her father, she's a lot like her father, like when it comes to survival skills and her interest in the park.
Yeah.
It would seem so.
And apparently she's been there a long time, because when she's with Stubbs, we figure out what happened to Stubbs. She knows the language,
Yeah.
or maybe she pretends to. She should have just made some up. Like, oh yeah, he said you smell like a bison's asshole.
Great.
He says
So
he
rude.
wants to bend you over.
I didn't get what happened with Stubbs.
What do you mean?
Obviously they didn't slit his throat, but I don't know why.
It was weird. Like, I think they didn't want him to run away too. Like, they're trying to protect humans.
Right, but what happened to everyone else? Like, he goes up to his... Right? He was left alone after that scene? Wasn't he?
I thought there were still people kneeling, but like,
Were there?
No, yeah, it seemed like they all disappeared.
Seemed
just
like-
like magic,
right.
like Batman.
Oh, I thought I thought
Okay.
it was just the ghost people that all seemed
Okay,
to disappear.
so
I
it
thought
wasn't-
I thought there were still people kneeling.
It
in the
wasn't
line.
just me,
Oh,
like,
no,
not
yeah,
seeing,
all
like...
but all the
like, everyone else was gone.
the Ghost Nation was gone.
And the people.
No, they were still there.
Okay, but
Yep.
the Ghost Nation's gone.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
because they're ghosts.
Oh, and two of those people. You remember from last season?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're-
it was the wife and husband that
Yeah.
he wanted to do, like, some sort of Wild West thing, and she just kind of wanted to stay in the city or whatever. I don't know, but,
Yeah,
like...
Oh, right,
and
right,
he
right.
shot Hector in the head,
Yeah.
like from the side, like
Yeah.
during Lee Sizemore's like awesome little new
Right.
storyline,
Yeah.
new narrative that he put in
Right.
Sweetwater. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why the Ghost Nation people are saving people.
It's in their programming. That's what he said.
That's what who said?
That's what do you call it? What's his name?
What? Who? What?
Is it Hemsworth or what's his name?
Yeah, something Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Liam Hemsworth's.
I don't know.
He's in the show. That's who I thought you were talking about.
Everybody always just says, "Oh, the lesser of the Hemsworth."
Yeah, Stubbs, Ashley Stubbs. Yeah.
Less of the Skarsgård and the less of.
Yeah, he was talking to what's her face, saying the daughter, saying that these guys are just rallying us up, like collecting us, because that's phase 2 of
Collecting underpants.
collecting underpants.
Phase 1, collect underpants.
Phase 2, collect people.
Of getting
Phase
them
2?
out. Of evacuating.
Phase 3, profit.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's when he finds out, like, she can speak the language.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I remember that part. I just didn't know how much stock to put in what Stubbs says when everything's going haywire.
No, I guess we kind of got... Well, okay. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, the main Ghost Nation guy, he was also, you know, they were bringing him to the first one of our kind or something like that. Mm-hmm. That guy was also at Maeve's house when she had her daughter.
Yeah.
In Maeve's flashbacks. And he was also, when they presented to Logan, when they very first presented everything to Logan, he was the guy with Angela.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but he said something, you only live as long as the last person that remembers you?
Yeah, that I caught.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So he totally broke character. Come on. You can't break character.
It's terrible. So awful.
Why did he say that?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
understand
I
why.
think
Because it's true.
No, I think it was kind of like they were talking about. I feel like it's not the same people, but it was talked about in this episode earlier, or it was kind of like a theme throughout this episode, like the record player and Delos, like glitching out, like as a broken record player, like, and remembering and saying, and when William said to him, like, people like the memory of you more than you. Mm-hmm. And it was I don't know, I just feel like it was kind of like an underlying theme of this episode, the whole like people remembering you.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you have.
Like
and that's all it should be.
You're only your memories, and also you're only other people's memories of remembering you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We're only but memories. And just like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
So can we talk about the elephant that's in the room? Can we bring it up? Can I?
We're not in Rajworld.
Elsie's back.
Guess who's back?
Yep.
Back again. Shitting in a bucket.
Yeah. Yeah. Her hair looked sleek and on point for not having a shower for a very long time.
Don't pour ale in that shit bucket.
She looked
I
great.
mean, how long is it? I mean, how long is a very long time? Just
I
probably
don't
a week.
know. A week?
I don't think it's even been that long.
She would be
Yeah, it might not be that long.
completely. How many protein bar wrappers did we see?
I don't know. I didn't count. But I mean, he chokes her out like pretty much like just a couple days before the gala.
Oh, is that right?
And it hasn't been 2 weeks since the gala at that point.
Okay, so it's only been a couple days, but still, like
Probably a few days.
she did not have that crazy bedhead. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Yep.
She looked completely fine. No big deal.
She looked perfect.
Yeah.
And Bernard, yeah, he got a Westworld Uber ride.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So
Yeah.
you've reached your destination.
That's so weird.
Fuck off. Here's a gun.
Clementine, wait! I'm gonna leave you a tip.
She walks away, flipping him off.
He says Ford had Clementine bring her there. That doesn't really. I don't know if that's correct. I would assume what happened last when Bernard was with Dolores. Because could have Dolores Dolores was talking to him and was like, "Oh, you don't even know what the purpose of this place is." Could she have had Clementine bring Bernard to the cave?
Well, that's what
to the Bernard cave.
That's why I don't think Dolores. I think Dolores is going through her script.
Okay.
I think this is Ford's story, and she's playing that role.
Okay.
I don't think she actually has any kind of free will.
Okay.
That's just my theory.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, because it's... I don't know. I guess we'll just see about that.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
We'll see about that. Then Bernard turns into a cat. And he turns into Michael J. Fox protocol.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Please help me, Elsie. It's the Michael J. Fox protocol.
And then he turns into the Terminator.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And just seeing his memories walking along, and then it's just kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting.
I like the like sometimes he's with her and then he's not with her, and then sometimes he realizes he's not with her, and other times he's interacting with her. It's so weird the way it's done.
Yeah.
I'm not even here right now. Where am I?
I thought she was gonna totally get killed, like because I thought he really wasn't going to be there
Oh, wow.
with her. So,
But how would he remember it if he wasn't there?
that's a good point.
So, as we're watching it, I'm telling Tim, like, if I heard a loud banging in a scary room that I wasn't aware of, I would not be investigating that bullshit. I would just let that banging continue and, like, just ignore it, you know? Because that's just me. That's my personality. But, like, Elsie, she's a good person.
Well, yeah,
you know?
except that attitude's the same thing that got her choked out. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of dead bodies. There's these drone hosts that I don't know about. One I just killed. Mm-hmm. Which, I just remember because I was going to say Bernard having a flashback. They stole my thing from high school where I break my own neck. They're like, I'm so done with this.
Jesus.
And
It's
again,
hilarious.
and again, you wouldn't think they need to do that. Just turn off.
Right.
But
No.
there was one guy left in his flashback.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's that guy? So, yeah, you guys just reminded me. Duh, yeah. Elsie shoots that one last guy which for some reason, all you guys, you drone hosts, I'll break your necks. But this one, save you for Elsie.
Right. Yeah, that was really weird. That they did that. That they did it that way. But maybe they need to leave one behind just to make sure that no one, like, broke in and did something stupid.
And
But why would they all do that? Why wouldn't they all
Keep
just,
them
like...
all.
Yes. So ridiculous.
And apparently the drones are already filled with blood. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Drone hosts. Okay.
Yeah.
Not really down with them.
so what are those
Brain balls?
brain balls? I guess that's what they are. They're like brain balls of real people.
Yeah, I guess so. Mm-hmm. I'm wondering if it's the same thing as what the hosts have, except it's just programmed different. The code's different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could be a host, but
Probably. But it's probably
he
real.
made one for a person.
Yeah.
So he says,
Yeah.
who is this person? Is it Ford? Is it Arnold?
Oh.
And Bernard meets Arnold.
Or is Arnold even real?
Is Bernard a super AI that controls the whole park?
But he doesn't even know it.
Yeah.
And he's glitching out. Or he does know it, but he's just playing along. He's like, oh, this is kind of fun.
I think Bernard was a person.
I think Arnold was a person.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. I think Bernard,
Yeah. Arnold
Yes,
was
Arnold.
a person.
I think Arnold is a person, but that could be interesting. Who knows? Maybe Beach Bernard is actually Arnold. See, and we see something. So Beach Bernard doesn't have the scar on his head.
Yeah.
Beach Bernard also, yes, his hand is shaking, but he doesn't have the scar.
Yeah.
Means he's not leaking any cortical fluid.
Right.
He's not leaking any cum out of his ears.
Right.
So we saw with Jim Delos, him shaking because he's rejecting reality. maybe it's Arnold rejecting reality.
It's a new body.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It's Arnold.
You have so many good theories this episode.
Yeah, these are like real theories, not like your Game of Thrones theories at all.
Yeah, I like this. It's awesome. I just want to hear you tell what's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, he doesn't.
I don't know.
I don't think he has this. He doesn't have the scar now anyway because Elsie fixed him up.
No, she just gave
No,
him more
yeah, he still
cortical
has it.
fluid.
Yeah.
Oh, is he still leaking fluid? I
Yeah.
thought he said the damage was repaired, but he still has memory issues.
Well, I think he's just talking about when Felix fixed him. Fix it, Felix.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just talking about that. So, some of the damage is repaired. Some of it.
Yeah.
But obviously, she said his memories aren't addressed. So he doesn't know,
Everything's not indexed, so he doesn't know what's a memory and what he's actually living.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That
He's still broken.
Yeah.
When
yeah,
she said
he's still mentally broken, but he's not physically broken because
He
Elsie
needs
fixed him.
therapy.
I don't know. We don't know that. I mean, maybe she just gave him a booster of that stuff.
I
When
think she
said
did the same thing that he did to himself.
Yeah.
Give him a good old injection of cum in his head.
Okay. I mean, he said the damage was repaired, and his memories are still fucked up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Unless
I
it
think
is-
the physical damage, but the code in his head is fucked up.
right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying he's
All
not.
right.
I'm saying at the moment that Elsie fixed him, he's no longer leaking brain cum.
Oh. Okay. Okay. We'll see, I guess.
Which would, I didn't see I didn't pay attention whether or not he had the scar after that.
When he remembered about making the brain ball,
Yeah.
he remembered putting it in his pocket.
Yep.
Why didn't he reach in his pocket? When
Because
he
he's,
go, is
'cause
it
he's
still
broken.
there?
He's broken.
Or is he might? Who knows? Maybe he just wants to keep it from Elsie. Because he
Yeah.
doesn't know what it is. Maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't know if it's good for Elsie to even know what this is.
I still like and you have to promise you're not going to hurt me and no more lies. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
And she's
that
like,
was convincing.
oh, okay. Yeah, no problem.
She got over it real quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But she
Quick
did
to
say,
forgive.
well, I guess I might need you too. So,
Yeah.
because she did find out, heck, Ford's dead. The hosts are doing whatever the hell they want. Mm-hmm. All these people, she just saw, a bunch of dead bodies. So,
She didn't get phased much by the dead bodies.
no,
No, that was
either.
weird.
She was more like, oh, there's dead bodies. Oh, look, control unit printer.
Yeah.
She said
Yeah.
she doesn't like people.
I mean, I
so
guess you see a bunch
it's just
of
like code, but
when you see a bunch of dead things that look like people all the time. I guess dead actual people might not mean much
She's
to
just
you.
not.
Yeah. I think
Not
though,
phased.
in the future, Bernard and Elsie are definitely gonna fuck
Oh yeah,
for sure.
she's like, this whole situation's retarded. Let's get.
Well, he's like, Ford's dead. She's like, fuck me. And he's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, it's coming
They're going to the bone zone.
right out of my ear.
Ew.
I learned this trick from Jim Delos.
Yeah. Yep.
Because he knows who Jim Delos is. That means Bernard had to watch him jerk off too.
That's a good point. How does he know who Jim Delos is?
Well, he's one of the founders. He's got Arnold memories, and he knows Arnold's one of the founders, so he would.
Okay.
Arnold
All
would
right.
have known who Jim
Yeah,
Delos
okay.
was.
Does he have Arnold memories, or is he just like Bernard that looks like Arnold?
I mean, either way, he'd still know who the CEO of the company is.
Yeah, I think he
Right.
would have that
Okay.
because has the backstory of his kids and
Yeah.
that stuff. So they'd probably put well.
And he's in
I'm
a
sure he knows.
and he's in a facility in Westworld. So
Mm-hmm.
Secret facility.
When was Bernard made? Do we know? Because we know Arnold died right before the park opened.
Mm-hmm.
So
At
that
what point in
would-
time did Ford make Bernard? Do we know?
I don't know. Those plans are in a hidden bunker too. So
It had to have been recent because they don't age. Unless he just keeps creating, like what you were talking about, aging bodies for Bernard, because he had like a stash of them, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, he was.
Unless they just switch people out all the time,
Well,
like
he had-
real
Yeah.
people. I don't
think.
know.
Well, I think
It'd
he
probably
had.
be recently.
I think he had mentioned that this wasn't like this. Definitely wasn't the first Bernard, because Bernard always, once Bernard found out what was going on, he would rebel, and then Ford would make him terminate himself.
Terminate myself. Elsie says too, like, because she wasn't too shocked at Bernard being a host, but she was kind of like, "Wait, how do you do this? You switched out or
Rotated out.
rotated out?
And where do you go when you rotate
Right?
out?
Where does it go? Does it go in a whole room full of Bernards?
Probably.
Well, he has an
Bunch of sexy Bernards just
Just hanging out.
no. He has a room because the QA girl would show up there, or not the QA girl, the HR woman would show up there to bone him.
Yeah.
So he lived outside the park.
That's in the park though.
Yeah, it was
In the park.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So when she says rotated out, I'm assuming,
shifts.
I guess. But that, I mean, why would that be a big deal? Yeah, of course he can go in his room, at the park, when he's not on his shift.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like rotate out, like actually leave the park and somebody else would be taking over for him.
Oh. I don't know what that meant.
Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Because otherwise, yeah, a lot of people, stay at the park, that...
Because he has that
rotate
house he
shifts
doesn't
out.
live in.
Yeah, right.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna visit that house before the end of the season and see what's in there.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't think I'm not trusting certain memories of certain people,
Okay.
and I think that maybe
You think what?
I think maybe Bernard rotates out to the Arnold house, and that maybe Arnold never had a family,
Yeah, it's possible.
and the entire
And his wife was Dolores. And she died.
Oh.
That's who's in the tub.
Oh my god.
It's Dolores. And they just tricked us because the man in black is also Arnold Bernard Black.
Arnold Bernard Black.
Yep. William. Jim.
No, jeez.
They're all the same person. It's all Ford.
Yeah.
This is all just a dream.
Maybe it was always Ford. Maybe there was never an Arnold. Maybe that's why Jim Delos said that weird thing about, thought there were two fathers, like Arnold and Ford. Maybe it was just Ford.
All the time.
Ford, good Ford and evil Ford. Maybe it was bipolar.
And good Ford is Bernard.
Yes. Sure.
It's just Bernard is just the reflection of, or Arnold is just the reflection of Ford.
And maybe the brain thing is evil Ford. The brain ball. No, the brain ball is a woman made out of breasts.
The brain ball is female Ford. Just because he wanted to see what it was like. And then he never leaves the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Obama.
Yes. Perfect.
We need somebody to bring us together.
Yeah. Can't we?
Well, look, we killed some folks.
Aw.
Killed some hosts.
Killed some robots.
Got some drones. We're going to do a drone strike. What else we got, guys?
I don't know.
think that's
what I was looking
it.
at
Is that
my
it?
notes.
Honestly, that we covered
We
every
covered everything, I think.
storyline. We did not cover next on, but
I don't know how much I'm looking forward to this next episode. I really hope it's good.
I'm sure it'll be good. You
Awesome.
just think it's gonna be let down because this was such a great episode,
This was a
and
really
Yeah.
good episode.
it was really good.
Because last episode, I'm almost kind of glad I wasn't on. I didn't have much to say about it, really. It's because it just left more questions for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for the Virtue E for tuna episode,
Yeah.
which translated means virtually free tuna. As we know, tuna's never totally free.
Well, nothing is.
Yeah, it's virtually free, though.
Virtually.
It's virtually free of dolphin.
We see the samurai. One of the samurai guys is actually
The guy that's a samurai in every movie.
yes, he's in the Last Samurai.
Oh, man. He's the only actor that's actually a samurai. Samurai trained or whatever.
Here's the only job I can get, man.
It's typecast.
Yeah,
He's
not even
typecast.
Asian. I'm Mexican. Fucking Americans. Maybe we'll see Tom Cruise in this episode
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
because Tom Cruise is a robot.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
He doesn't age.
The Last Samurai movie is Shogun World in Westworld. Okay, yeah. So next on we got Shogun World. Is that all we saw? No,
Pretty
there's some.
much.
There's some
There's Dolores.
Dolores stuff.
Dolores was talking.
Yeah.
which she does a lot.
Yeah. And she said, we all need to suffer. Saw a little bit of Sweetwater, like you saw the player piano, had some blood on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, she's talking in the background, saying we all need to suffer. Which is something that Ford said, I'm sorry, like, I think right before the gala, he was talking to her.
Okay.
It's like, you will all have to suffer some more.
What
Because
was,
that's the only thing that makes you a person.
was there a
Because he
cover?
had a bad childhood. Man, my daddy didn't love me. Daddy never loved me. He wasn't there.
And a man in black shot me in the face.
Oh, by the way, when we were talking about the guy in the picture, the middle guy, that's Ford's dad.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's Robot Dad,
Oh.
because his family was one of the first ones that were made.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because they're
Right.
whether like his childhood Ford, his face opens up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the same guy. His dad
Okay.
is in that picture.
gotcha. Well, that's good to know. Was there a cover song in this episode?
Yeah, there was. It was the Stones, Playing with Fire. Right at the beginning.
Don't play with me and don't light me on fire. Because you did too many times. They
Yeah,
don't actually
okay.
say that because you're playing with fire.
Okay.
But should be, and don't light me on fire.
I guess I didn't count that one, but I guess yeah, that was
No, I didn't think that was a cover. It is a cover?
I just heard it though. I don't know. I mean,
I
we're
was
asking
talking.
this.
No, I was talking like. 'Cause
Did they like?
the composer for the show, the same composer that does Game of Thrones.
It didn't sound like the original.
And pretty much every episode, there's like a cover of another song.
Right.
So like last time was Seven Nation Army,
Yeah.
and then they've done like Black Hole Sun and.
Yeah, I don't know if there was. I think when Man in Black is with the Confederados in whatever town that is called, there's a cameo of some guy. I don't know who he is. I forgot his name. He's playing guitar.
Mm-hmm.
He made a cameo, and I think he's playing like a song that, you know, when you see the Man in Black, usually, I think that's a song that plays.
Oh.
Or the Man in Black's doing some evil.
Okay.
Evil? I'm Evil Bill.
I'm Evil Ned. And I'm a wild stallion.
See? It all comes around.
It does. It's so terrible.
But he's not really
But
a
it's
wild
good.
stallion, though.
But he was once, and now he's a tame stallion.
If he was had he been a wild stallion, they wouldn't need Westworld.
See, and he needs to look. If he's looking forward, he's looking in the wrong direction. He needs to look back. He needs to look backwards. He needs to go back in time.
I was just thinking backwards cowgirl. That's what he's got to do. That's what she meant, right?
Back where? Over my shoulder?
Yeah.
Where's that?
Right.
What's looking back for the Man in Black?
I guess he needs to become young William again.
I don't know.
He needs to fall in love with Dolores.
Right.
So Dolores can have
Hello,
her.
Dolores.
So Dolores can be a real girl?
So yeah,
Let's Let us make out. Screw this Teddy guy. Let's drown him.
That's the
We'll take over the world, you and me.
no. He's
My wife's dead. I need some loving.
William's having his redemption moment. He looks back to where everything started to go sideways, and it was when he was with Dolores. So he's gonna admit his love for Dolores, and that's going to end the Dolores story as well. And they're going to that basically kills Wyatt's programming, and they're going to ride off into the sunset.
Oh, that's nice.
Happily ever after.
What a nice story.
And then the nukes fall.
Live a life full of splendor.
Have you ever seen something so full of splendor as my dick?
But then Dolores goes crazy.
Yeah. Well.
She becomes Wyatt again. The man in black thinks he can control her. He's like, freeze all motor functions. Freeze all motor functions. Freeze all motherfucker, I'm out of here. They should have used that in this show. That would have been perfect. You know?
It would have been funny.
You should write for the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Freeze all motherfucking robots are alive.
All right, well, that'll do it for this week.
Okay.
I'm Tim Pickerel.
Oh, I'm Sarah Pickerel.
And I am Mike Davron.
It's you guys. You guys have the...
wait. Do you want to try it? Do you want to give it some more goes? Like, let's
I don't
do
even
that line
remember
again.
what it was.
I actually wrote it down. I didn't see it in my notes. If you, how did you do it? You did it with a Scottish accent.
Oh, no, we're not doing this. We can't do the cold open for the closing of
Yeah,
the
we
show.
can. Why not? Come on.
Oh.
If you aim to cheat the devil, bring him an offering.
Oh.
An offering. A potatoes.
Cheat the devil. It's a ting. You have to give the devil a ting.
This episode's gotten a little fucking late, if you ask me, so...
You have to give the devil some potatoes.
Potatoes.
Nora!
The devil likes being knocked in the potatoes. He likes being kicked.
Copyright infringement on other podcasts. Until next time.
Keep questioning the nature of your reality.